Maybe we should have done that before I started the live stream 1 minute early, but it is what it is. Uh, what's going on, everybody? Matt Manduke here. Most of you guys probably know who I am if you're regular subscribers, but if you're new here, please click that subscribe button and join the revolution of people who are following me and enjoying me because I like to entertain through enlightenment as well as entertaining through comedy. And I post something every day, so I expect, well, maybe not expect. I think you would enjoy it. I try to be as entertaining as possible, and if anybody has suggestions on what they think they would like to see or things that are in my local area, places you'd like to see me go, places you would like to see and see how I handle the things, then please just comment, let me know. Or if you're into the memes and whatnot that I do in my edited videos, and I edit most of my live streams and re-release them, although I'm a little behind on that but I'm still releasing something every day. So you will re-see the things before they are taken down, because YouTube takes down live streams after about 3 weeks apparently, or it took down one. I don't know. I haven't lost any of the rest of them yet. But that said, I will re-edit them and re-release them. Now, what's new in me today? Well, if you watched yesterday's episode, you can see that I trimmed my beard today. It's still a little bit undone because I didn't have proper mirrors. I was using the side mirrors on the van, and while I got out of the van for a few minutes, I shaved my head. I don't know what the back looks like because I don't have mirrors for that, but and I trim my beard. This pollen's killing me. But I am actually currently in Woodbine. I'm parked on the corner of Webster and I don't know. There's not a street sign for the other one, but on the corner of Webster at this abandoned auto body place right on the corner. So hopefully somebody driving by might even pick this up and be watching this. So if you're from Woodbine, hi, I'm just visiting, and I'll be visiting a friend in about an hour, maybe two, and then maybe be on my way. But I do pass through on a regular basis because Woodbine is a nice throughway to avoid a lot of the shore traffic, depending on how busy it is. And well, like I said, I have a friend here, and for that friend, I also have a flower. I have this pansy that I found. It's a very lucky pansy. Lucky pansy. I found it on the side of the road yesterday, and it has gotten lots of attention. And for what it is, I got it for free, but it says $2 on the side of it, so it's quite interesting to me. But I also have a bouquet of wildflowers, which is the thumbnail for this, that I'm also going to give to that friend because I like to pick wildflowers when I go out into the wild. And I like to be able to give them to somebody, so I'm going to give them to her. Uh, it is what it is. I feel like I need to take this down, not that, this, because it has been hanging there for over a year and it no longer smells. Now the Christmas lights is a necklace from, from Christmas time. Way overpaid, but didn't come out of my pocket, so I don't really care. But they don't need to be out, right? Um, so yesterday I already gave updates to what I'm expecting to do. I do expect to be doing a quest for the greatest cheesesteak sometime this week, hopefully Wednesday, maybe Thursday, because there's always another place to go and grab a cheesesteak. Um, Other things that I'm expecting to do is very soon, I expect to be doing the Shoretown review, the Jersey Shoretown review. I started that last year in Cape May and did Cape May Point, Cape May West, and whatnot, and talked about some of that stuff. But I want to do Wildwood, Stone Harbor, Avalon, Sea Isle, Strathmere, Ocean City, Ventnor, Atlantic City, Brigantine. Um, Further up, I kind of want to do Summers Point, Sandy Hook, and all of it. So uh, I will be starting that very soon because I kind of want to do that stuff before the season really kicks in, before the tourists are really in full force. Although at the rate that I'll be doing it, if I do it on a weekly or a bi-weekly rate, then I will probably be doing it after the season catches on, because it's what, the first week of May now. If I do it weekly or bi-weekly, that'll take me halfway through the summer to get them all done. but I'm not against that because I will be staying in Avalon most of the summer. Well, not most of the summer, but half of the week most of the summer, and I might be coming back and forth. I am a little bit tired and don't have a whole lot to say today. I'm tired because someone kept me up all night, and I really want to thank her for that because I needed it. It's been so damn long. And I'm a little bit itchy because one, I've been in the woods and I've been picking ticks off me since I've been in the woods. And two, uh, whenever I trim my beard, it's an explosion of whiskers. My whiskers are thicker than your hair. They are stiff and they will itch and they will get into places. And really, if I wanted to shade this all the way down to being clean shaven, which I do not want to do, it would actually cost me uh, 4 or 5 Mach 3 razors, and I can't afford that either. So I can't afford that on a regular basis. If I was already clean shaven and I just had that 5 o'clock shadow tomorrow, it would take a full razor every time. And they only come in like 8 or 10 packs. So just imagine how long that would really last. And they went like 30 or 40 bucks for a 10 pack. So it's not even worth it. But I also don't think that the Dollar Shave Club is necessarily worth any more because $1 a day is still astronomical. When I can trim my beard for next to nothing because I have the buzzer and I plug it into my battery box in the back and I can just do it in the side mirror. It costs me, well, it doesn't cost me anything in gas because I charge the thing while I'm driving. It only cost me as much as the razor cost or the buzzer cost, and that was like I don't know 40 bucks, and I've had it for a couple years now, so it probably paid for itself. I don't get the full on smooth clean, but I'm kind of used to not being smooth. Although apparently I'm fairly handsome. I never really thought that, but lately it's been brought to my attention that I'm fairly handsome. So yay for me! I'm fairly handsome, and I have a nice package. No, I don't want to. I don't want to talk about that if I can help it. Um, Actually, speaking of nice packages, uh, well, I don't actually have anything to be like bring that back. Uh, so it is what it is. But right now, like I said, I'm in Woodbine, and it is interesting to me that where the weather has been so nice lately. I'm gonna actually chill back a little bit. I might be able to adjust that just a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Cool. Where the weather has been so nice lately, um, all the flowers are coming on, and it is interesting. So the lilacs are coming on, and there's still forsythias out, and I saw that the irises are on, and like turning on like a light bulb, right? The bloom. Um, the wildflowers are in full force, and it's only been like what 2 weeks since the weather really changed over. Last week it got hot really quick, and it just put everything into overdrive. That oh, I got to get out there. I'm late. So I find it to be very beautiful and very entertaining to drive now because there's these purple flowers all over the place, the vines and the lilacs, and it's also entertaining to walk because the dogwoods are everywhere and there's plenty of wildflowers that are growing out of everything, and I just think that's one of the most enchanting things about the springtime is that even the weather turns into nice weather, and well, it was a little bit more than nice. It was 90 degrees last week, but I do expect it's going to be very hot this summer because we had a very cold winter. And even though the weather turns into very nice weather, the leaves sprout on the trees and everything turns green. I prefer things green as to be being barren like they are in the wintertime. But the other colors, the colors of the flowers and the blooms and the blossoms, everything comes to life. And I think that's the most magical thing about the spring. And I thoroughly enjoy that aspect of it. I also enjoy sharing it with somebody, but if I don't have somebody, then I got multiple somebodies I can share it with, and I'm going to share it with whoever I can because I'm going to share it with you, my viewers, as much as possible. Although it seems to be every time I go out in the woods, I don't have cell phone reception, so I can't do these live streams. But like I said, I do still do edited videos, and I did an edited video of Bellplain today. I'm expecting to get that out in the next few days. I'm not exactly sure when, but it depends on where I go and who I hang out with and what I'm doing, and it really depends on a lot of things. But I'm going to get that out in the next couple of days. That'll be quite similar to the one that I did at Parvin's, except it's at Bellplain. And I also did an outtake video of a re-release of a video that used to be on this channel that some of my longtime subscribers may have uh, remembered because it was a very good video, and it was back from the days where I wore Google Glass. And I actually originally did it out at Bellplain. I did 3 videos that day, and I may have released them all on the same day, but I did 3 videos that day. It was the story of Green Tongue, the boob nose theory, and nasty sex. And so nasty sex got taken down during the uh, relationship I was in because it was sexual related. And I felt like because I deleted it and I didn't have a backup to it, I felt like I should redo it. So that I did that while I was at Bellplain. I redid it, and I think I might have done it better. Plus, I'm gonna remix it with memes and whatnot. I think it's gonna be much more entertaining. And but it's a funny story anyway, so I think it's worth being on the channel. Um, but I'm also expecting to hopefully soon check out Seth's artwork. And like I said yesterday, I'm looking at doing a new intro for this channel, which is also going to be my logo, which I can I'll actually be passing it out to you guys. So look for the video where I'm doing that. Shortly after I do that, I will be giving the logo away to people so you can put it wherever you want. Because it's going to be a vinyl decal, and if you want to put it on your car, you can do that. Or if you want to put it on your laptop or really anything plastic or glass, you'd be able to put it on it. So, that's something. I don't know if it's something to be excited about, but it might be. Um, with that, you'll probably also get a little logo. I don't know. It depends on what he chooses, but you might get a little logo of the guy I'm getting it from, who might want to advertise his own business. I don't know. He might give you a little business card or something in case you want to get some other decals or vinyls for yourself. And I'm all about promoting everyone else as well. I'm promoting myself. It's not just about me. It's also about all of you. If you guys have products or whatnot that you want to get out there, I'm not saying that I have the biggest audience, but my audience is always growing, and I expect it to continue growing because I think my content is fairly good. If it's not very good, then, well, nobody's telling me that it's not good. Everybody's telling me I'm doing a good job. So I'm just assuming that I'm doing a good job. It took me a long time to get here, and I expect to continue getting better. But my point is, if you have something that you want to advertise, if there's you guys have your own like hobby or whatever, you want to try and sell your art, you want to try and you know maybe not even sell it. If you just want to show it to people and you want to do that, I'm willing to put it on my channel and show people uh show my people, show the people that watch me on a regular basis so that you can be promoted, or so that you can be seen, or that if you can be heard, if you want to do poetry or you have a song that you want to sing, or that there's I encourage this behavior as much as I possibly can because I like the creativity amongst other people. Or if you have your own channel, I would be willing to do a collaboration, as it would be mutually beneficial, I do believe. Hello, viewer. Hi. I've just been talking to myself for the past 15 minutes about just random everything. But I'm good for that. I can just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Well, you guys know that, right? Because it's a part of what I do here. Is I get on camera and I talk. Can you like the video? Are you gonna say hi? You can do it. It's not that hard. You click the like button. Yeah. It wouldn't tell me if you clicked the dislike button, so I guess that doesn't much matter. Um, I am hoping to put the kayak on the van, probably not tomorrow, but maybe Monday or Tuesday, depending on the weather. The weather is not supposed to be overly nice tomorrow either. It's been overcast and drizzling rain here and there today, which hasn't been all that comfortable, and it wasn't very good for my sleeping habits. I also want to mention that while I was outside shaving my head and my beard, that I managed to pick up 4 ticks, and I picked them off after I got into the van. None of them bit me, thank God, but I have been bit twice already this year. And I checked myself after I got out of Bellplain. But if anybody is out into the woods or into the wilderness, or even if you stay on the beaten trail or whatever it is, please, please, please check yourself for ticks before you get before you get home. Really, if you can, sometimes they'll be crawling on your clothes, and you can pick them off before they have the opportunity to bite you, and that is the ideal thing. uh, I know it's kind of a pain in the butt, but realistically your health is a great concern to me, so I want you to check. That way you don't get bit. It's not likely that you would get Lyme's disease or uh, Rocky Mountain spotted fever or any of the other rare diseases or uncommon diseases that they can carry, but it is possible. And if at bare minimum you get bit by a tick, they are itchy as hell. It's not hard to get their heads out. I don't know why everybody always goes on about that, but they itch for a few days. It's a very uncomfortable experience, and I've been through it many, many times. I spent my whole life in the woods for the most part. Did it as a kid. I didn't do it so much in my 20s, but in my 30s, I enjoy the woods, and I expect to continue to. But with enjoying the woods comes the non enjoyment of ticks, and I don't want anybody else to go through that. So if you're following in my journeys and my experiences and you're doing these things for yourself and you just want to see it for yourself, because I do encourage everybody to go out to these places and see them for yourself. I can only show so much on video, and realistically the view that you're going to get is going to be different from what I see anyway. Everybody has their own perspective and their own view, and what you see may not be what I see. So I encourage you to go out and see it for yourself, because it is definitely worth it, no matter where I'm going, whether I'm going to the Water Gap or I'm going to Bellplain or I'm going to Parvins or if I'm in Wildwood. It doesn't make a difference. You're going to see something different for yourself. You're going to have a different experience entirely, and it's going to be magical for you in your own way. And so I encourage everyone to enjoy that. Enjoy that whole thing. I'm just giving you ideas on where you can go, and of course I'm sharing my experience and what happens to me, because sometimes I see things that, well, you might not see. And sometimes I don't see anything at all. Like today, I think I saw a squirrel and a couple finches, but I didn't really see anything too fancy. On the way in, I did actually see a groundhog on the side of the road, but that's not too fancy. I can see them in a lot of people's yards. So, anyway, as much as I don't really have too much else to talk about, um, hmm, I feel like I should do something because I'm on camera, right? I already picked it today. There's no like monsters in there. Oh, maybe there is. Hold on. I'm also hoping to do a quest for the greatest cheesesteak at the Deli Plus in Millville, and there's another spot in Vineland that I want to check out. So I think it's Giordano's. They may not be so good, but the quest for the greatest cheesesteak isn't just a matter of finding the best cheesesteak or comparing values, because there are things that I like to do, how much you pay for the cheesesteak and, what you get for what you pay. But I also like to show the quality and give people options no matter where they're at, so that they can get, the best deal and the best sandwich for them. So, you know, I don't just do it for my own opinion, but I still think that Bridgeton Deli Mart is the best cheesesteak in South Jersey. And I would push it into Philadelphia as well, because Philadelphia has junky cheesesteaks. It's a shame that that's their reputation, the Philadelphia cheesesteak, and it's so horrible. Um, Hopefully, I will be doing a collaboration with Eric fairly soon, but I don't know. He's weird about things and doesn't like to come out of the house, so maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe, but that's up to him. Same thing with Seth. That's a whole other situation, but that's entirely up to him. And I don't know that I have any other collaborations scheduled, but there will be some new faces being shown fairly soon. I do have some new kayaking partners that are going to be joining me on trips, and I wouldn't expect to see them in videos because I don't like to show my people unless they want to be there. But that will give a new perspective. If I have a new camera girl or I have a new camera guy, that will give a perspective where, maybe I'll actually be the focus, especially if they don't want to be on video. Because my last camera girl, all she wanted to do was hog the show. She wanted to talk over me constantly, and she wanted to show what she wanted to show, not me. So I'm hoping that if I have someone else hold the camera, that'll work out a lot better. Anyway, it's starting to get dark outside, and oh, my nose is itching now that I picked it. Um, anyway, it's starting to get dark outside, and I don't have any interaction, so I don't actually want to keep going with this video because I don't have a whole lot of new things to talk about, and I'm running out of things to say. And as it gets darker, I don't feel like turning the lights on because that encourages bugs to come in. I don't need any more bugs in here. I got, well, I had ticks all day, and I had bumblebees trying to get in all day. So I really don't want like moths and mosquitoes and gnats and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short. I want to thank whoever is there watching for watching. I would thank you more if you liked it, but hey, whatever. And I want to I want to thank everyone else who rewatches this later for watching. I really appreciate you guys' time and your interaction. It is wonderful and just flattering to me. Ultimately, I wouldn't be able to do this without you. All 248 of you, probably 250 to be realistic. Um, but like I said, thanks for watching. Please click on the suggested videos only if they're mine. Now, you can go somewhere else if you really want to. But if you're going to stop watching, watch someone else before you stop watching because that's better for me. So thank you and good night.